Welcome to Nate's Daily Wager. I ain't picking winners, but I am making wagers. Time to put my money where my mouth is.
This is Nate's Daily Wager for December 8th, 2024. And, well, I was right about 3 out of 4 yesterday. Unfortunately, my wager on here was that 4th. So, I take the L here. But overall, it was a pretty good day for my bank account. But that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, today, we got the football Sunday, lots of good games. Actually, not a ton of good games, but hey, they're games, they're regular season, they matter, they count, that makes them good. So, first off, Bills by $1 billion, we all know that. Second, listen to Cousin Vinny, I'm totally on what he's laying down. And third, I'm looking at this Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns game. This is going to be a trash, terrible game. There isn't going to be any actual good football played, which is something that I kind of like. I like this mess, these trashy, terrible games, I like going down to the bottom and getting something. And here, what I like is the spread is currently at 6.5. We know Jameson had his terrible game last week, as I predicted. But now he's going to bounce back. I'm not saying the Browns are going to win, but they're going to keep it within 6.5. So that's where we're headed. So we're going to take Cleveland Browns plus 6.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers in today's NFL football action. See anything better than that? Pound it. That's my pick, and I'm sticking to it. And Cousin Vinny's got something for you, and maybe the Gaffer. I'm not sure where they're sitting with the Capri Sun and orange slices. Guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, they tried to keep the Gaffer away. They're holding him up in the pre-TSA line, but he's getting through. He's got to put in his pick for Nate's Daily Wager, y'all. Here we go. We got some games going on right now at halftime. EPL, baby, Sunday morning. Now we've got the best game, of course, is the last game. Oh, Tottenham Hotspurs against Chelsea. Chelsea's flying, man. They got a new Gaffer. They're getting it done. Palmer's always cold. He's creating goals. He's assisting goals. Chelsea's going to get the 3 points, y'all. Tottenham had a bad game earlier this week in the midweek period. They're not going to play well. Chelsea's going to get all 3 points. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Yo, it's Cousin Vinny. It's week 14, and I'm back. And I mean I'm back. The imposter that was talking to you the last 2 weeks has been disposed of, and Cousin Vinny is back in the flesh here with a lock of the week. And this week, we're going to talk about the Eagles. And you guys know that Cousin Vinny is a huge Birds fan. And I never, ever actually bet against the Eagles. But I can give you a couple things about my perspective of the Eagles and my intuition as a Philadelphia fan. So the week starts out with the news that somebody laid a $3.1 million bet on the Eagles money line at minus 700. Now, anytime anybody lays a wager like that on your team, you never like to see it, especially when your team is a 13.5-point favorite. This is bad juju written all over it. I already felt like this was a trap game. I already felt like on the heels of a big win against the Ravens and all the hype now starting to surround the Eagles, this game is a little bit scary. Do I think the Eagles win? Absolutely. But I can tell you how they're going to win. They're going to win in one of two ways. They're either going to get behind early. The Panthers are going to come out and punch them in the mouth. Eagles are notoriously slow starters in the first quarter. And then the Eagles claw back in the second half. And then in the fourth quarter, they pull away and get a seal of victory by, I don't know, maybe 3 points or 7 points. But definitely not 13.5. The second scenario is the Eagles do come out hot and do come out swinging and get a nice lead. Going into halftime, maybe they're up 24-6 or a healthy lead, healthy cover of this 13.5. But what's going to happen is, okay, we got a nice lead against the Panthers. Let's rest some of our stars. We have the playoffs to think about. We have a couple of division games coming up. And they let their foot off the gas, and the Panthers kind of crawl their way back into the game. Maybe not really being back in the game, but close enough that you got a classic backdoor cover with some garbage time points. So I don't like the Eagles being – I'm not comfortable with the Eagles being a 13.5-point favorites, and neither should you. So while I cannot technically take this action, while I will not wager the Panthers plus 13.5, that doesn't mean you cannot wager on the Panthers plus 13.5. So if you're smart, you should take this Philadelphia fans' juju intuition into account and take the Panthers plus 13.5 in Philadelphia in Week 14 action. So until next week, it's Cousin Vinny with your lock of the week.
Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, follow on Spotify, iTunes, or your favorite podcast application, and check out the show notes for some other great podcasts. Whether you're looking for general sports discussion, something team-specific, or good old wrestling, you're sure to find something you'll love. Check them out. And I'll see you tomorrow with another wager.